Welcome to Newsmakers. My name is Sean Smith. I'm the Assistant Director of Community Relations for Chesterfield County Public Schools. Join us today, Autumn Neighbors and Kennan Entsminger. It's great to have you both with us. For our viewers out there, Kennan, you're a Social Studies Department Chair at Byrd High School, and Autumn, a familiar face to our segments here, Program Manager for Professional Development. We want to talk about a great topic, obviously, for educators out there and for professional development perspective as well, about National Board Certification. And Kennan, walk us through, if you would, kind of, you are newly certified, walk us through what you went through and kind of the process that came of that.
Well, it's a pretty rigorous process. It's really the highest standard that you can get in education. I'm newly certified, just a few months past, found out in November, and I'm actually what is called an advanced candidate. I got it in my second year, and you have up to 3 years to get it. For social studies, AYA, which is the certification for high school teachers, what you basically go through is 4 entries. They're all writing components. They vary from growth in student writing all the way through your growth as an educator. And in addition to that, you also receive a tested format, which is pretty intimidating. They test you on 6 parts of history from any era. It's a little daunting, but again, the way they have it broken up, you have the ability to capitalize on your strengths. Honestly, I have to say one of the greatest things about it is the collaboration that you have with other teachers like Autumn and a couple of teachers that are very close with me at LC Byrd, Dan Tully and Gina Hackett. They're both nationally board certified teachers, and it creates this sense of community. As national board teachers talk about all the time, reflection, reflection, reflection. You just kind of keep going back on those 4 components and the testing process, and you really sharpen your skills as an educator.
And Autumn, obviously, the role that professional development is in this, obviously, it's really key, and Kennan's been so eloquent in talking about it. Walk us through the process as far as what you're doing as far as to bring that program forward.
Yeah, we believe in the national board process as a wonderful professional development for teachers, and that's kind of why that lands in our office. And so you'll notice that most people that go through the process, like Kennan just said, say that this is probably the best professional development they've gone through, because it's not learning a new technique, it's all about your teaching. And so it's a chance for you to examine and to reflect on your teaching in order to become a better teacher. So I have teachers that have gone through this process that I didn't know my kids as well as I should have, and now I do because of going through the process. So that's why professional development supports it. We have a number of ways that we support it. Financially, we do support, there's a cost to go through the process, and so there is we partially support that, and depending on what year you're going through it. So we financially support it. We collaborate with 3 other districts, Richmond, Henrico, and Hanover, through the META, which is the Metropolitan Education Training Alliance. And we have a cohort of teachers that go through the MBCT process. And so Kennan was part of that. And so he would be able to create a community there, as well as we have coaches internally. So we use our current MBCTs in our district to help coach our candidates that are going through the process. And right now we have a little over 100 MBCTs that are working as teachers, in addition to about 20 more that are MBCTs, but maybe not in a teacher role. They're assistant principal, a tech integrator. We have a couple principals. And so you can see that we have a large number of MBCTs in our district.
We're a little short on time, but Kennan, obviously for your fellow educators out there, it's a tough process to go through. You have mentors. What would you say to them as far as looking to take on this challenge themselves?
Well, I think that you have to look at, again, with what Autumn said about the cohort, you have to look at the opportunity that Chesterfield provides to have that community atmosphere, because you're not going to be going it alone. And again, I think I mentioned this before, it really is the best professional development that any teacher can do that's recognized across the country. And I think we can boast that we have probably one of the highest percentages of counties in the state of Virginia with MBCTs, and the numbers and the connections that we're making in schools and the community really speaks for itself. And I would encourage everybody to do it. It's very rewarding.
I don't worry about out of time. Session coming up for more information.
Absolutely. We're going to be having an information session on April 15th here at CTC Hall and in our conference center, and we'll be sending out a flyer to all our teachers in the district about information if they're interested in looking into the process. And we look forward to seeing some teachers there.
Thanks both of you for being here. Kennan, congratulations to you.
Thank you.
Thanks to our viewers. Please join us next time. We're about Chesterfield County Public Schools.